Hey everyone, I'm Sensei Harrison. Welcome. Today, Sensei Bin and I are excited to show you the ins and outs of Premier Martial Arts in Holly Springs. This guide will make your experience here not just easier, but awesome every day. Let's dive in. Alright guys, so we just arrived at the school. Let's make sure that we brought our awesome attitude, ready to rock out the day. We're gonna grab our bags and we're gonna go ahead and head inside. Come on. Oh, wait a second, that was close. Before you come in, make sure that you make note of the important dates for the month. We're going to have when our Black Belt Excellence sheets are due, when they're being passed out, when our stripe tests are, when our graduations are. If we're having a parents' night out, which you don't want to miss that, it's all going to be up here, okay? Let's go on in now. All right, so we just made it in. We're gonna go ahead and get ready. We're gonna open up our bag. Let's go ahead and get our gi top on. I'll show you how to do this. Before we put the top on, let's make sure that our shirt is tucked all the way in, okay? Very important. That's an easy thing to miss. We're gonna go ahead and put this on just like you would a jacket top. Now, once you have it on, the side with the logo is the side that you want to go on top, okay? So you cross it over, and then you tie the strings just like you would shoestrings. I like to tie that side first to keep it secure. Then we go over here and do the same on this side. Get it all nice and neat. And put our belt on. Instructor Ben made a video about this. So we'll link that below. So now we have our belt on, we have our gi top on. Let's take our shoes and our socks off. Now, we have two different types of shin guards. We have ones to protect the shin, and then we have the instep and the shin guard. Whichever one we have, we want to put them both on. For the standard ones, you're going to slip these on just like you would socks. Put inside, these are going to be a little bit more, but still pretty simple. You want to put your foot into two straps. The first strap is around the ankle. The second strap is around the top of your foot. That's going to keep the instep in place. And then either way, one top or the side. I'm going to use like mine. On the inside, I'll show you how to do it. Tighten up, and then strap to the side. Here's what we'll do. Alright, now we're going to take our bags, zip them all the way up. Very important that we zip them up. Sometimes students will accidentally put gear in the wrong bag. If your bag is zipped up, that's just one extra step for security. We're going to take the bag, set it on the chair. Now, sometimes it's a little bit busy in here. We have some jumping classes, some awesome classes, lots of families, lots of parents. What that means is though, sometimes a lot of the seats are full, okay? So this is when we have to come together as a community and work together, all right? So parents, if you see a child come in and they're looking for a seat to put their bag under, and you don't have any bags under your seat, go ahead and offer them to put their bag under there. Children, if you see that there's a seat available with no bag underneath it, go ahead and politely ask whoever is sitting in the seat if you may put your bag under the seat, okay? One thing that we want to avoid is bags piling up right here in front of the desk and behind the desk. When anyone walks in that door, we want to make sure that they have somewhere to walk. Now we're ready to go. So if we're a little bit early, we're going to bow onto the mat. Step onto the mat, make our way towards the mirror, and lock it up, crisscross applesauce in front of the mirror. Hands on the knees, and we'll wait for class to begin. While we're here, it's just important that we're remembering keeping our hands to ourselves, staying silent if there's class going on, and making sure that we're not putting our fingers on the mirror. I know it can be a bit enticing, but part of that self-control, part of self-discipline is making sure that we can control our sticky little fingers.
All right, as you know, we have two different programs. We have our basic training and our black belt training program. Our basic training wears a white uniform, while our black belt training program wears a black uniform. So our black belt training student stays an additional 15 minutes. So let's show you how that works. All right, if you're in a white uniform, you're dismissed. Black uniforms, go get your sparring gear on. Ready, 3, 2, 1.
Yes, sir! Alright guys, so I'm ready to get my sparring gear on. I already have my shin guards and my instep protectors on, so this is going to be a really quick process for me. If I still have boots, that might make it take a little bit longer, but we'll still be able to get this done pretty quickly. So the first thing I want to put on is my helmet. Go ahead, slide that on. Scratch right here. I have the helmet on. Let's go ahead and get the mouthpiece in. Come on, let's get the mouthpiece in. Ready to go. This is just a reminder that you really need to have a name or some sort of identifying mark on every single piece of your equipment. We all have the same gear, so if we lose something and your name's not on it, it's impossible for us to know if it's yours or not. So as you can see here, I either have an initial, an identifying mark on every piece of gear that I have on. That's very important. And we'll also do weapons 1 day a week. So if that's the case, instead of putting our sparring gear on, we'll just go into our bag, grab our weapons. Before we go back out onto the mat and wait patiently for the instructions, let's make sure that we zip our bags up so no one accidentally puts their gear in our bag or accidentally takes any gear out of our bag. We'll stand up. We'll make our way to a spot on the mat, set, and wait for instructions. After we're done with our training, the instructor will ask you to set. You'll bow to the instructor. You'll bow to your family. You'll run to your bag after you're dismissed. Yes, sir. Unzip your bag quickly. Put your nunchucks in your bag or your sparring gear in your bag, but just the bare minimum. Maybe your helmet and your gloves. We want to get off the mat fast. And then we're going to quickly get off of the mat, turn around, bow. From here, you can get your shoes on and then get ready to go. Make sure that we're staying out of the way. We don't want to be right in front of the door. Remember, we will have people walking in, okay? All right, guys. So we've gone over what we expect from our students every day when they come to class. Now, let's talk about some things that can help the parents out as well. So come on in. In this folder, I'm going to have very important information for you, starting with our important parent information. This is where you can scan the QR code, get access to the waiver, which is going to help you with our parent portal, where you can update any information that you may have about your child, update any credit card information for billing purposes. On this QR code, this is going to give you access to our link tree, which is going to have tutorial videos as well as all of our social media accounts. Moving on, we have our yearly calendar. This is going to have all of our important dates that you want to make sure that you don't miss. The blue dates are going to be our stripe testing days. So that's when students come to class and show the techniques that they've been working on for the past month, and they're testing on it. If they pass that test and they pass all 3 tests within the belt cycle, they are going to be eligible to graduate at the next graduation. The next important dates are going to be the yellow dates, typically on Saturdays. Those are going to be our graduation dates. That's where students are awarded the next belt. Finally, we have our orange dates. Those are any days that we may be closed for holiday. Students every year are going to be receiving at least 96 classes. Students every month are going to have what we call a black belt excellence sheet. Here at Premier Martial Arts, our goal is to use the martial arts as a tool to develop character and empower the world. We want to make sure that our students are focusing on black belt excellence principles. For example, this month is modesty. We have other ones such as perseverance, self-discipline, integrity. We talk about these things with our students. They will have a due date, typically 2 weeks after they're handed out. So just make sure that we're keeping on top of that. Finally, before students can go to the next belt level, they will have their intent to promote sheet. This is just so we're making sure that we're keeping students and parents on the same page. Parents, this is your opportunity to tell us how they're doing at home and tell us if there's anything that we can help with here so that you see results outside of here. Once that's turned in, then they'll be good to graduate to the next belt level. All right, guys, well, that's our tour here at Premier Martial Arts in Holly Springs. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned a little bit, and I hope that you're ready more now than ever to come in and rock it out, okay? You know what they say, friends and family that kick together, stick together. We'll catch you next time. Oh, wait, QR code. You see a lot of times, that's easy to forget. Make sure that you scan the QR code. That's gonna help you find all of the practice videos, just like this one at home. All right, guys, I'll see you later. Are you ready to go? Hit it. All right. Hey, guys, make sure you practice at home. Don't forget, 15 minutes each day goes a long way.